And Rani's a cracking Muay Thai fighter with a jiu-jitsu base, and he's been with us for a while, and he's actually not lost since he's been in BAMMA. And then you've got Superman Shajhak, who is, a lot of people consider the best unsigned flyweight outside of, all the major, except he's signed with us now, so technically he's signed.
Yeah.
And he's also the first Bangladeshi MMA fighter to fight at this level for a major title.
Wow.
So that's going to bring in some interesting views, and flyweights are always good fun to watch. So that's one to watch out for. Then we've got the interim heavyweight title with Ruben the Viking Wolf versus Tom Denham. Both guys like to trade.
Can't wait for this.
Ruben Wolf recently took out James Mulheron, who was considered, the number one in the UK heavyweight. He was meant to fight Mark Godbeer, but Mark Godbeer's withdrawn. There'll be more details on that on Saturday night for the reasons why. So tune in for that. And it's two heavyweights. Nobody likes nothing more to watch than two heavyweights training, because usually somebody's going to sleep.
Yeah.
So they're the 5 title fights. And outside of that, you want to keep your eyes open for Stuart He-Man Austin versus Paul Titan Taylor, another heavyweight fight. 2 big bangers, and that's going to be another great fight. Jeremy Petley dropping to featherweight against Nad Narimani is, outside of the main events and the main card, it's probably one of the best featherweight matches you're going to see this year in Europe. So and literally I could just go down and list a whole lot, really. I could just say this fight's great. They're all great fights. I think, it is a night of champions and champions to be, I suppose.
And a return to the Barcarlaycard Arena for BAMMA this year, it's becoming a bit of a regular slot. Previously we've seen, loud party atmospheres, and I guess you guys expecting more of the same come this weekend from the fans?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, Birmingham's sort of almost our spiritual home at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an arena we like to work with. We know all the staff there, we know the layout, we know the area.
Yeah.
It's sort of comfortable and it's central. Birmingham's sort of midway for everybody, pretty much. Other than those of you way up north, but it's in the UK, it's in England, should I say, it's probably central for most places. So you get a lot of crowds. So while we've got guys from Manchester and Liverpool, it's not too far for them to travel down, and we've got the guys from London. It's only an hour or so from London, so it's the best of all worlds, really.
And finally, Matt, just some comments on BAMMA in general. Like you said, biggest promotion in Europe. You're ever growing television coverage, TV deal with Spike, internet coverage as well through Facebook and things like that on social media. What kind of year has it been for the promotion in 2015? I gather it's been a pretty successful one, right?
Yeah, it's been massive for us. I mean, just before the turn of the year, we announced the Spike deal, the Spike TV deal, which was a big deal. Obviously, back live TV, on a major channel, which is getting some major support.
Yeah.
Obviously having other events on like live boxing and Bellator on there as well. So, people know where to go for their fight night coverage is Spike TV in the UK.
Yeah.
So that was massive for us. Then, we'd been planning to make a big sort of noise from sort of BAMMA23 onwards. So everything sort of built to BAMMA23 back early in the year, so like April, May time. We had the other events earlier in the year. We had Duke and White Clash check out in Wolverhampton. We had Petley versus Stapleton in Blackpool, which again major events there. So we hit BAMMA20 back in the big arenas, back on the big production. A steamroller forward. With our projected plans of where we're going. Then we went to Dublin for the first time, which is a big deal. Going into Ireland.
Yeah.
Got a major crowd there. Probably our biggest crowd since Alex Reid versus Tom Watson.
The 3 Arena in Dublin, massive. I mean, you guys had it packed out. It was jumping. It was absolutely fantastic viewing.
Yeah, it was deafening in there. I mean, I'd heard about the whole Irish MMA thing. I hadn't actually sort of experienced it myself.
Yeah.
But, when we got there, my goodness, you're not prepared for that kind of noise. Seriously, it was something else. So and our crowds have been getting bigger as well. So since BAMMA20, since BAMMA18 and 19, actually, the crowds have just been getting bigger. So it's been probably our best year since inception, probably. I mean, I haven't been there since the beginning. I came in 2011, but it's certainly the biggest year we've had since I've been there. And there's some major announcements to come along the way. I can't say anything yet, but there are some coming. So it's only going to get bigger. And so yeah.
Excited for 2016. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, 2016 is going to be even bigger,
Looking forward to it. Well, many thanks for your time here on Martial Arts Chat podcast, and we all can't wait for Saturday the 14th in Birmingham. Matt Bourne, again, thank you very much for your time, sir.
Brilliant, no worries, thank you.
Game over.
Well, my thanks again to all our guests here for making this happen. We had Matt Bourne from BAMMA, excellent stuff from him. We're all super pumped for Saturday. Brendan Laughlin, thanks again to him for rejoining us on the show. And what a Christmas holiday he's having. He's training out with Alliance and Connor and Dominic Cruz. Look forward to that fight with TJ Dillashaw. Gavin, the Warhorse Stereo, what a guy, giving me the award for the most redundant question. Quite right, sir. Good to hear from him, and can't wait to see him make his BAMMA debut. Elsewhere we had Ed King Arthur. How about that young man? Very confident going into his first title defence. We're excited to see what he can do. We had Shea Walsh, pleasure getting his time via Thailand. Smooth journey back to Britain, my friend, and we wish both bantamweights well come Saturday. And finally, Paul Craig, how about his John McElroy impression? Had a few Hadoukens in there, right enough. Quality stuff from the Bear Jew. I look forward to his fight against Marcin Ben Lazars. Thanks again to everyone for listening. Keep subscribing to Martial Arts Chat at Spreaker. Follow us on Twitter at Martial Arts Chat, and the same for Facebook. And next time on the podcast, we return to Glasgow to speak with Kieran the Hater Malone and to UFC's featherweight fighter, the Hammer, Robert Whiteford. Excited for that too. So once again, thanks for listening, tuning in, and keep subscribing to our channel here at Spreaker.